Hi everybody, Corinne Stephanie for Spotlight on North Shore. As you guys can see, I'm not on the field this time. This time I'm over at one of our partners, SSTS, Speed Science Training Systems. If you guys haven't heard of them, they are absolutely amazing. It's run by Mike Alfonso. He also coaches with North Shore and is a former North Shore alum. So today you guys get an inside look at SSTS. So SSTS is one of the partners with Sportitude. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, so it's a football development program for sport concentration for John Rennie and École des Sources. Typically what we'll do is we'll start the kids right from grade 7 all the way up to grade 11. We do the strength and conditioning, the positional work, the off-season training that the athletes will need to develop. So our goal is to take an athlete and see where they are in their physical maturity and appropriate the training all the way through wherever they're at within their level of physical maturity until they're ready to leave here in grade 11. So the development program is great. It really helps athletes be better on the field. And like I said before, you got 8 months of the off season where they're not playing football. They need to be developing as athletes. So the greatest part about it, if they're a 2-sport athlete, a 3-sport athlete, they're going to develop in all sports. And we're training them properly. And we're thinking about taking the training and taking it to the muscular level of an athlete and helping them develop their strength, power, endurance, flexibility, all the stuff that an athlete will need to develop throughout the years. And the big thing that we really love to think about is when is it appropriate to train an athlete. So each athlete will come in at a different level, but they'll all be challenged at the level that they start at.
Okay, and now how does one child get into that program with you guys? Do they have to be accepted?
Yep. Well, they have to take a Sportitude exam, which is typically, if they're coming out of elementary school, it's in grade 6, and I believe it's in the early fall, in grade 6. If they're already in the Sportitude program, they can just transfer over to our program. Other than that, they have to talk with their schools, and they'll let them know when their exam happens. Like I said, it's only John Rennie and École des Sources that offer it. But yeah, that's typically how it'll work. They'll have to. There's a certain time of the year they'll do an exam. Once they pass the exam, they get in. The greatest thing about the program is they have to be student athletes. I believe their average has to be about a 75 above in their core courses. So the standards are pretty high in terms of what they need to accomplish in the classroom and with our training.
And do you work in conjunction with the school to ensure that no athlete's slipping behind on their grade work?
Yep.
Yeah.
We will work directly with school if a kid needs extra work or ped support or tutoring on the side. We'll make sure that we find that crucial balance between training and the schoolwork that the athlete needs to be doing at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you first come into SSTS, you have the turf field that I'm going to show you guys, where a lot of the players in the off season, 8 months of the year here in Montreal, and they're able to come here and get running on the turf. I'm going to take you over to the gym and check out some of the athletes. So tell me more about SSTS and how you got started.
How we got started? We started initially training football players, a lot of North Shore players. We decided a long time ago, I was really obsessed with trying to bridge the gap of how do you bring speed and, more importantly, football speed from the weight room on the track into the football field? How do we bridge that gap with developing athletes? That being said, a long journey of doing this and developing athletes all the way to the pro level. We typically will start taking athletes from their teenage years all the way up and develop them from whatever level they're going to help maximize their potential in their sport. But we mainly focus on football.
Yeah. How many people are on your staff with you?
We are about six full-time coaches on staff at any given time. We have a dietitian in-house, physiotherapy, and sports massage as well in our system.
And so how does people get in contact with you? Is it through the actual leagues or?
Usually they'll get in contact by, a lot of it is word of mouth.
Okay.
Our website is speedsciencetraining.com. We are all over Instagram at Speed Science. Is another way people see this. But generally, athletes will talk with other athletes and they'll let them know that we're training football players here for strength and conditioning in the off season.
And how many years have you been in this location?
In this location since 2014. Yeah.
All right, so let's check out your gym. Take me on a tour.
These are guys taking a break right here. Shimon, that's North Shore kid. What's up?
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is our power runner, Bryce Vieira, ex-pro athlete. He's a coach of ours. Played for the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. We coached him, we trained him here for many years until he got to his pro career. He ended up playing pro football in Mexico for the last few years. So he's a testament to the program.
Nice.
Yeah, this is Nick, not a North Shore kid. For his pull-ups. Mr. 44340 with Wisconsin man. Slow down, man. You're on video, man. Oh, you gotta rip it off for the video, bro.
Oh, I was done. Sorry.
We'll edit that.
Who's next? Here, I'm doing 9-5.
This is Nick Taddeo, ex-North Shore lineman. Now playing for the University of Guelph. Where's Ash? Huh? Yeah. And
Are all these jerseys from former students?
yes, they are. The athletes were trained from a very young age with CJ in high school, and they came up to play pro football.
Wow.
Ashton Miller been on the song. Prior to going, second team All Canadian, should have been first team All Canadian. And All Rookie as well, Ontario League. He's a North Shore alumni, played Lakeshore, then North Shore. I've been coaching Ashton, our Sporting Tip program, since he was in
Grade 9, I think I was
grade 9.
14 years old.
So he's a testament of development that we saw from a very young age, of identifying talent, developing talent in the weight room, on the speed work that we're doing, and allowing that to transfer on. Now he can go anywhere he wants in football. So I mean, to see that is it's pride for us because we get to see them at a very young age, and where they're at now is totally incredible.
So where are you going now?
Right now I'm at Queens. I just finished my freshman year, so I had a pretty good freshman year. We had a good, as a team, we had a good season. Like Mike said, I made OUA All Rookie. I led the country in interceptions. I had a good season, and now I'm heading into my sophomore year. So a lot of exciting things to come. So I'm excited.
And what age did you start at North Shore?
Oh, at North Shore, I only played later in my career. So
Okay.
when I was younger, I started when I was about 9, and I played at Lakeshore until I was about 16. And then my 16, 17 year, I played at North Shore. And then after that, I went to John Abbott. So I was only there for about a year, but I had known Mike for a few years prior already.
You were training the whole
Yeah.
time with Mike. Nice. And so if you could give any advice to either a parent who wants to send their kid to SSTS or to a potential athlete, what would you tell them?
I'd say just come check it out and come trust it, because when I first got here, like I said, I was a small kid in grade 9 and I had no muscles. I couldn't run fast or anything. And then I just stuck with it for, 6 years now, and now I've been in the best shape of my life, and I'm feeling great. So really just give it a chance. You're gonna love the environment, you're gonna love the guys here. Everyone in the gym right now, like I don't go to school with them, I didn't know them before, most of them. And now they're all, it's like a family, it's like a brotherhood. So you come here and you really get a family atmosphere. You get to work out with, you get to work out, have a great time. And I mean, Mike and Leo, all of the trainers here are super knowledgeable, so you'll definitely see some developments in your strength and speed for sure.
Amazing. Thank you.
No problem.
This is Nick Taddeo.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
So how long have you been playing? What was your position?
Yeah, so I've been playing football since I was like 5 years old, North Shore guy, I played from Alexander Park to Lions to Mustangs. Then I went to John Abbott College, and now I'm at the University of Guelph. I played O-line the whole time, and I gotta say, after a CJEP, I started taking my training more seriously, and that's when I decided to come here and work out here with Mike. That first time I worked out here, I went to training camp. I came there, I was a monster. I was really big, really strong, really fast, and after that first season, I knew I had to come back. So here I am again, working out with the guys in the family atmosphere, and this guy, Mike knows it, man. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to get you right, And it's pretty much all I got to say for that. But yeah, it's a good.
So, what advice would you give to either a parent who's thinking of sending their child here or potentially an athlete?
I would say definitely come look at it for what it is. It's a place where the effort you put in will reflect the outcome. If you're here and you're putting in time, you're putting in work, you will get results. It's just one of those things. And everyone who comes here is get taken care of by Mike and his staff. Like, for example, myself, I had a lot of shin splint issues, and after doing the training for a month, they were gone. And the people here are fantastic. It's great. It's a great atmosphere. Absolutely.
How often do you come?
We're here 4 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3:30 we're running on the field, and then we come for a workout. And Wednesday's off. So,
Nice.
yeah, I've been here since I started in May this season. Last season I started a little bit late, and I started in July, so I only got a month in. But that month, compared to any other training I did, was not comparable. Like this was a different level, So I recommend it. I recommend it to any type of people.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, no problem.
Off-season program that you offer?
Sure. Yeah. So typically we'll recruit the athletes from Lions and Mustangs, and we train 4 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week, depending on the time of year. It's strength and conditioning and speed training all in one. So it's an after-school program. We will usually start right after the season, early to mid-November, and we'll go all the way into the summertime. The athletes love it. They come in here. It's an hour and a half of training every day. They bring their cleats. We have our indoor speed work and our football training, and then we get them in the weight room and develop them in the weight room. So that's a really good program, because if the kids can't get into sport études or our sport concentration program, they can easily come into the after-school program and develop just as well.
And at what age are they able to start coming? Is it only in high school, or do you have from the elementary level too, children?
We will train kids at any age.
Oh.
There's always, like I said, going back to that, it's always when it's appropriate to train. There's a training that will go from the development years, and the kids just learn to be having straight coordination or learning reflexes, to an athlete that can do the highest level of speed training that we can produce them at. So the spectrum is just depending on where the physical maturity is within the athlete.
And it's not only football that I've met today.
Yeah, no, we have so many other sports. We have batting cages, we have football, soccer, hockey. We got every sport you can under the sun. We typically will attract football players, because there are football guys in this gym for the most part. But we apply the sports training to every type of athlete.